Hey my friends, I'm back at you with a video. I'm just coming from a house. I'm going back to Long Island. But anyway, happy holiday to you guys out there. I'm gonna make this video of a call that I get from a friend of mine. And he said to me, I'm gonna get me a tiny house or a van. And he wanna know what I think about the tiny house or the van. So this is my my response to him, and I'm gonna say to you guys just the same. If to each his own, to each his own. As long as you find somewhere to put your either your roof or whatever, it's the saying goes. To each his own. And I'm telling you this from my mouth to your ear, my ear to me. You know what I'm saying? Get to the point. I'm not editing this video, straight from my mouth. I'm giving it to you. I don't edit videos. So here I'll go. I want you to listen to this and listen to what I have to say to you, because maybe you can learn something from this. Maybe this is what you want, maybe that's not what you want, and maybe you're wondering what's going on. If you wanted to try the van life, your place to rent it, try it out. You can rent it out for a while, see what you like. But this is what I if anyone out there who experience it and have idea, leave a comment in the bottom, because I have no idea not much about it. But I'm gonna tell you from my experience of saying that it doesn't make sense to buy a van, to make a van. If you're gonna buy a van and a Sprinter van and then you put it together to live into, if you're gonna go cross countries, cross state line and see places, makes sense. That makes sense. But after you reach a certain age and you want to settle in and you want to get up in the morning, have a cup of coffee on your deck or your porch, settle in without no cops, no government is knocking on the window telling that you can't park here, no hassle to say, okay, well, I get up in the middle of the night, I want to go to use a bathroom and I have to use a bucket, or I got to go use a gym, or I got to limit how much I use my bathroom water. Those are things is always going to be limited to you into a van life. All right. Tiny house, on the other hand, if you find some way to park it on somebody's property, you can have everything coming into the property to you. Is another option you have. At the end of the day, you still don't own the land. This is another thing. You don't own the land. And remember, if you buying a tiny house because you're not creative like me, I'm not going to be honest to you and tell you, I rather buy it. I'm not the person who's gonna build it. I'm not that creative. So if you're gonna buy it, which are most of us gonna buy it. Most of us are gonna buy it. You're gonna, have a 60,000, 70,000, 80,000 in your bank, and you're gonna buy it because you're tired of the rent. Hear me out. Take that money where you have and go upstate New York or go out of state, out of the big city, anywhere in any state you live in. Go out of the big city and go out of state. 2-3 hours away from the big city. Find yourself a house and a land. As I said, a house with land, and purchase that. You're probably spending that 10,000, 20,000 to clean it up to your liking, because you're gonna buy it. You might not like certain, the toilet, the bathroom might not pretty to you. The kitchen might need a little updated. You put it to your liking. But what I'm trying to say to you is, at the end of the day, you owned a piece of land, because after you bought the tiny house, within 2-3 years in the tiny house, you pay 80 grand. It don't value 80 grand anymore. It at least maybe $50,000-$60,000 in value. It don't value it anymore. If you buy a van and drive it around, maintenance, everything, that van don't value it no more. You're gonna 80,000, you probably value like what, 60,000, 50,000. You don't value it no more. After 5 years, you might buy 20,000, 30,000 in value. It don't have no value. But if you bought a house, as I said, a house for $80,000 and live into it and paint up to your liking, each year you live into that house, the property value goes up, the land goes up, the value of it goes up. So remember, the land is what holds the value of the property. So as I said, number two, that's number one. Number two, if you at age 50, 60, 70 go up, going to your 80, 75, 80, remember, there's certain things you might not be able to do anymore, and certain things you might not endure anymore. And when you reach at that tender age, you don't need to go to bed and wonder if the cop gonna knock on your window to see, hey, you can't stay here. You don't need that in your life anymore. You already work so hard, you put in your years already, you want to relax. You don't need that. And the cop's gonna knock on the window and say, you can't stay here. Okay, you're going to Home Depot parking lot, they might allow you to stay there for a while. But that's what your life gonna be. You get up and you go to the gym, you get a shower, and go use the gym, use the bathroom, and then at the end of the day, the bathroom in your place may be a bucket. If it's not a bucket and it's a real bathroom, then you have a limited amount of water and shower, and or you can flush it. And then later on, you got to clean the cassette to take it back to the bathroom to clean. You have to think about all these things you're going to go through at your age to maintain your lifestyle. As I said, once you have a house, all the plumbing, everything, electricity, utilities already in. You flush, you do whatever you want to do. You sleep, you get up, whatever you want to get up. Maintenance. Your maintenance for that property now going to be your property taxes, utilities. Just the same as you have a tiny house, you're going to come with, either you got to pay for the land you put it on, and then you're going to pay for the utilities. Just like if you have a van life, you're going to pay for the gas, you're going to pay for it's something going to cost you. Regardless of what you're running from, it's going to cost you. But living to a house give you a peace of mind, my friend. Peace of mind to lay down and get up whenever you want to. That nobody knocking on your window and say you can't stay here, you can't sleep here, or somebody, whatever the case may be. You have to understand, me at a certain age, I don't want to live that life. Maybe you want to live it. It's adventurous. Fine. It's adventurous. I can get a car, get a nice little van and put a nice little sleeping bag into it and go on the road adventurous. But at the end of the day, I'm coming home to my house. And remember this, most of these people, if you do the background check, they tell you about the tiny house living and the van life living. They're selling you a dream. And when they live on the road and they realize, damn, this shit is hard to deal with out here. It's not for everyone. They go buy a property. They go buy a property up in the mountain or somewhere and build something, buy a piece of land and then build their own house and live off grid. At the end of the day, they have something to call their home. Because at the same time, the van, the mobile home, tiny home do not have no values. None. Buy a piece of land or you buy a home with a land, and you definitely, as I'm telling you right now, no hands down, you can get something for $80,000. You can get anything for $80,000 up there, anywhere, and live into it right away. Push key, go into it, live until you can put it to your liking, to your taste. Not because the house got a pink tile, I want the pink tile. No, maybe you want a yellow tile, I want the yellow tile. No, you will wait till I have some money in my pocket, extra money coming in, I take the tile off and redo it in my own taste. At the end of the day, that's all you gotta do. And you own the property. Remember, you own the property. And then your property is going up in value. So, tiny house don't give you values. Van life don't give you values. RV don't give you values. And mobile home don't give you values. Peace of mind. Remember this. You might have a peace of mind for a few minutes if you're young and you can endure knocking at your window, or you can endure going to the gym, or you can endure go piss in the bush, or you can endure go shit in the bush. Watch my language, but you get what I'm coming from. I'm sorry, but I'm just trying to be straightforward to you guys. Listen to me. We can live better by doing less. You don't have to live in the big city. You don't have to be in the big city. You don't. Most people want to be in the big city because of the glamorous life in the city and the job. I understand. Listen to me. Everything's around the corner in the big city. Everything. And I understand the lifestyle. But when you're young, it is nice. And when you have money, it is nice. But if you can't live there, most people work there, can't live there. And if you can't live there, find yourself something that affordable for you. Don't mind what your friend driving. Don't look at how your friend own. Do not envy what your neighbors or your friend have. Their life is different from your life. If you move 2-3 hours out of town and get yourself something comfortable for you, your friend who live in the big city might be struggling to pay their rent, their mortgage, and the lifestyle that they're having. Because remember, nothing is free in this country. Nothing is free. The government give you something, there's something taken back from it. Nothing is free. Is it your freedom taken away from it? They give you something free, but your freedom taken away from it. And if you have to depend on the government to say, you know what, I'm going to get this house assistant, so I'm going to pay less. Remember, next politician comes in, can just swipe it away from you. Remember, you don't own it. When you own something, it's better off than depending on someone for living. Do not do that, my friends. Social Security comes around. You gotta look at Social Security benefit. Once you pay for that house, you can pay for your utility with the Social Security benefit. You don't have to worry about nobody knocking on the window, or where I'm gonna do my number 2, or where I'm gonna. You get where I'm coming from. I hope you get where I'm coming from. Listen to me, please. Go and get yourself somewhere to live with a piece of land, and it's affordable in your own pocket. Don't bunk the bank. Don't rob the bank to try to please no one. Please, your friends, your family, after a while, if you're sleeping on the ground or sleeping on the sofa, they're going to talk you behind your back, in front of you. They're going to talk about you. So, you got land starting from $5,000 upstate, $5,000 land if you want land. And if you want land with house on it, started, depends on the neighborhood you're looking into. Again, depends on the neighborhood you're looking into. You can get from 30, 40,000 go up. Depends on the neighborhood. I'm not going to say everything is shine and dandy. There's no way it is. The most big city are crime infested right now. So they might tell you, oh, there's no job. Where you living up there? There's no job. Oh, too much crime. Hey, let me tell you something. When somebody do not appreciate what you have and don't want to see go nowhere, they're going to tell you all the bad fault about the places. But remember, when it comes to feed yourself, feed your family, take care of yourself, and take care of your loved ones, nobody going to be there for you. 1 day, 2 days, they maybe give you some food, put you up on the couch, 3 days, and after a while they get tired of you. What are you going to do? Take that money and go up state, go out of state, wherever to make you comfortable, and buy yourself a piece of land. You can buy a piece of land, buy a house on that land, and you can spend 80 grand and get something comfortable. 80 grand. I'm gonna take this 80 grand and stuck it into a house on wheels. Don't get me wrong, they're gorgeous, they're beautiful. I'm not gonna knock it. When they finish them, they're beautiful, but they don't have no value. And even if so the case you get it, you have problem with the government to put it somewhere. Even if, and these are the problems you're gonna have. You're gonna have problem to put it somewhere to live in it, and even if you don't have no problem to live in it, you don't have no values. Say you live into it for 5 years, 6 years, and you said, you know what? I'm tired of this life. It's limited. You need more space. You need more thing. You plan to sell it, no value. The money you spend for it is no value there. It's gone. Yo, you know what? Sorry. You probably say, you know what? I live into it for a while, so the price is lower. No, my friend. Buy a house, land value go up. Don't go down, up. So as I said, spend your money wisely, because you're gonna need it. Spend your money wisely. You're gonna need it. Don't depend on no one, your next door neighbor, your friends who tell you, oh, you can stay down here, you can stay here, or rent a place there for this, or get that, and we all here. You're gonna leave the family, or you're too far away. No, because I'm telling you, no matter how close your family are living to you right now, how often do you see them? Think about it. If your family is living 5 minutes down the road from you. How often you go and see them? And how often? Okay, maybe when barbecue time comes around 4th of July, or, you know, maybe. But as I'm saying, when that special time comes around, you can jump in your car and drive to that barbecue 2-3 hours away. Or if you wanted to go. But at the end of the day, do not live on the street just to make somebody tell you that you're living a life. Oh, hey, listen to me. Nice clothes, nice shoes, nice bag. You get where I'm coming from. After you reach an age, all those nice traveling, nice bags, nice shoes, all those nice things, it's memories. But now, after a certain age, you're looking for living. Food, comfort, roof over your head, a loved one is there for you. Somebody, you know what I'm talking about. Makes sense out of all you do with your money in these age. It makes sense. Everything is changing. Please like the video, share it. See you in the next video.